Oh, hello there. My name's Grant, and welcome back to my Survival Minecraft series. My goal for this week's episode is to get good, which to me means I have to get an enchantment table, build some sort of XP farm, and ensure I have enough diamonds to fully equip myself with enchanted armor, tools, and weapons. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, before I do anything else, I do still need to make that hole in the nether roof. And the first thing that I notice is that we do not have enough gunpowder, so I'm going to have to find some creepers and collect more. Luckily it's already nighttime and I was able to find some creepers nearby. But I was struggling to get gunpowder because I kept letting the creepers explode on me. God. Oh my goodness, I need to pay attention. No. Eventually, however, I was able to collect some gunpowder. Finally. Back at my house, I grabbed some sand in order to make some TNT. I'm not sure that 2 TNT is going to be enough, but we're going to try anyways. I just need to grab a few more things. I'm going to need a couple pistons, a lever, and at least one trapdoor in order to make this work. With all of that now acquired, I decided to go back to the nether in order to build this thing. And pretty soon, all that was left to do was to pull the lever. What just happened? Well, I have found myself in a bit of a predicament. I think the only course of action I have is to die, unfortunately. Now I'm a little nervous. I'm not 100% sure if it's actually going to light the nether portal I built up there. Yeah, okay. I should have expected that. I quickly realized that all I needed was an ender pearl to get back onto the nether roof and to bring some flint and steel so that this wouldn't happen again. So, after building this bridge, I found the stairs I had made back to the top of the nether, and once there, I used my ender pearl to get back onto the nether roof. We back, and we brought this, so. After getting sidetracked for a minute there, we can now get back onto the task of blowing a hole in the nether roof. And to do that, I'm going to need more gunpowder, which means I have to kill more creepers. Nice, 2 of them. And that went about as good as it did for me the first time. No! Oh my goodness. Okay, 3 more. Eventually, I was able to garner enough gunpowder to make a few more TNT. And by the time I got back to the base, there was a surprise waiting for us. Have they both grown? Okay, just one of them. He won't leave this area, right? Hey, buddy. He looks so cute. Please don't leave this area. I don't have any snowballs for you. And I don't have any leads. Let me see if I can make one of those actually. Where'd he go? Wait a minute. They don't actually leave, right? I couldn't believe that I had lost my first happy guest so quickly. But after doing some research, I knew he couldn't have gone too far. Could he have gone into the nether? Oh my goodness, he's here. Okay. Dude, you gotta come back. Okay. Had me worried for a second, buddy. I think we should call you Wandy. 'Cause you be wandering around. Yeah, that suits you, doesn't it? After that daring rescue, I was ready to try my luck again at breaking the nether roof. Okay, I'm really hoping this will work this time. Of course, this is only my second attempt, so. Alright. I'm honestly so glad I did not have to kill more creepers. We are definitely going to need to make a gunpowder farm at some point. The next thing I wanted to get done was to link a new nether portal to the nearest pillager outpost so that I can find some allays for the XP farm I plan on making. I spotted the allays, but I'm actually not planning on taking them now. I just wanted to have this set up so that when the time comes, I am more prepared. And before I even get started on collecting the resources necessary to build the XP farm, I wanted to set up a designated area so that we could have an industrial district, and this is where all of our farms are going to be built in the future. While that time lapse was fun, there is something I need to tell you guys. On my way over to the industrial district, flying on one of my happy ghasts, we suffered a fatality. Whoa, what the heck? Well, that's one happy gas down. That dude was sniping him from the water. I don't think it was Wandy though, I think it was the unnamed happy guest I had. Still unfortunate. Thank God you're still here, Wandy. I am not gonna risk that one again. We'll keep you safe right here. Once I had finished zoning out my industrial district, I wanted to build a nether portal to connect my main island to the industrial district for easy access. That way I didn't have to get caught riding a happy ghast over or taking the boat, which could be much slower. However, I did run into some complications whenever I was attempting to link these two portals. Now to link these babies up. Wait, seriously? I for sure thought that was going to work. I don't understand why this didn't link. Gonna try it from the nether end, see if it makes a difference. Okay. I must just be completely off with my coordinates here. Well, this isn't very helpful. I honestly cannot figure out what I did wrong because I'm pretty sure that my calculations were correct. Okay, so I did mess up the coordinates after all. I somehow didn't realize that my Z coordinate was negative when it needed to be positive, so this should work now. Alright, now that we've finally got that to work, we can get started on the XP farm, which I have already mapped out exactly where it's going to go. I do need to collect all the materials for the farm first. Luckily, that part wasn't too difficult, because I already had most of what I needed. The part that took the longest was getting a slime ball for a sticky piston. Because there are no swamps near me, I ended up digging a hole underground in a slime chunk in order to try my luck at getting some slimes to spawn. And after 9,000 years, a slime finally spawned. Oh, thank goodness. Give me your balls of slime. Alright. We finally have all the materials we need for this farm. Now it's time to get started. So while I was recording this time lapse, I did run into a bit of an issue. There's just a part in here where it completely skips over some of the build, and it's probably my fault that this happened, but essentially what I was doing is the platform that you see right here, I realized I had to downsize it a bit. That's kind of why I got rid of some of the glass. And then after that, let me press play here. So after that, you see it just skips, and we got all this other stuff going on. So I just wanted to note that right here, this dirt structure that I built is specifically so that I could duplicate my allays in there and then get them into the correct spot for the XP farm. And yeah, that's essentially all you missed. So back to the time lapse. And then this is where everything went wrong. I went to test the XP farm, and you might have noticed, but I built it out of stone bricks, and I wasn't thinking when I did that because silverfish can definitely destroy stone bricks. So I ended up going through and replacing all those stone bricks with smooth stone. Needless to say, it was a bit annoying, but the farm is done now and it is working properly. So now it's time to get enchanting.